Pocket English Podcast
from your pocket.
Welcome to Pocket English Podcast, where we practice real-life English for your everyday moments. Today, we are going to build your personal life update simulator so you never freeze up when someone asks you a simple question. Imagine this. You are waiting on a busy train platform. Someone taps your shoulder. It is an old friend. They smile and say, "Wow, it has been years. What have you been up to?" Suddenly, your mind goes completely blank. You feel that hot flash of embarrassment. Panic sets in and you just mumble, "Nothing much."
I completely understand that feeling. When I first moved abroad, a neighbor asked me this exact question, and I panicked so badly I just blurted out, "I eat bread now," and awkwardly walked away.
By the end of this short episode, you will have a perfect, natural 3-sentence formula to answer what is new with total confidence.
It really is a terrifying moment, isn't it? You're just standing there holding your coffee, and suddenly you're expected to summarize the last 2 years of your life in a second language.
Exactly. And the reason we freeze is not because our English is bad. It's because our brain is trying to do too much at once. When someone asks, "What have you been up to?" your brain opens a filing cabinet of your entire life. It tries to process your job, your family, your hobbies, and translate all of it into perfect English in 2 seconds. It is completely impossible.
So because our brain gets overwhelmed, it looks for the fastest emergency exit. And that emergency exit is usually the phrase, "nothing much," or maybe, "I'm fine."
Right. Nothing much is safe, but the problem is it completely kills the conversation. It's a dead end. The other person has nowhere to go. They just nod and say, "Oh, okay, good." And then you both stand there in awkward silence until the train arrives.
I've been in that silent staring contest so many times. It's the worst. So how do we fix it? How do we give a great answer without overthinking it?
We use the Life Update formula. It's a simple 3-part framework that native speakers use all the time without even realizing it. The 3 parts are the status, the detail, and the bounce back.
The status, the detail, and the bounce back. I like how clear that is. It gives you a map so you don't get lost in the middle of your sentence.
Let's break them down one by one, and then we'll listen to a real-life conversation to see how it works. Step 1 is the status. This is the big picture. You do not need to give a daily schedule of your life. You just need to share the main theme of your life right now.
And there's a specific way we talk about themes in English, right? We don't usually just use the simple present tense. If I say, "I work a lot," it sounds a little bit stiff. It sounds like a textbook.
Exactly. When you want to sound natural talking about your recent life, the best pattern to use is "I have been," followed by an action ending in ing. I have been working. I have been traveling. I have been studying.
That makes sense. It shows that the action started in the past and is still happening right now as a theme in your life. I have been working a lot lately.
Perfect. That's your status. It's one broad sentence. Then we move to step 2, which is the detail. This is where you add one small, interesting fact to make you sound human.
So instead of just saying, "I have been working a lot," which is a bit boring, you add a little spark to it.
Exactly. You might say, "I have been working a lot lately, but I actually recently started a weekend cooking class." Or, "I have been studying for my exams, but I just finished watching a great television series." The detail is your conversation hook.
A conversation hook. I love that. It gives the other person permission to ask a follow-up question. If you mention a cooking class, they can easily ask, "Oh, what kind of food are you learning to cook?" You're giving them a gift to keep the conversation going.
Yes, you are making it easy for them. And that brings us to the final step, step 3, the bounce back.
Bouncing the conversation back is like playing a game of tennis. When they hit the ball to you by asking a question, you hit it back over the net.
Once you give your status and your detail, you instantly return the focus to them. You ask, "What about you?" or "How have you been?"
This is actually my favorite part of the formula because it takes the pressure off of you. Once you ask, "What about you?" the other person has to do the hard work of speaking, and you get to relax, smile, and just practice your listening skills.
It really is a relief. So we have the status, the detail, and the bounce back. Let's put it all together. Let's imagine we're back on that train platform. Jack, you're going to be the old friend from college, and I'll be the person you tap on the shoulder.
I'm ready. Here we go. Excuse me, Emma, is that you?
Jack, oh my goodness, it has been years.
It really has. I can barely believe it. It is so great to bump into you here. What have you been up to?
Not much has changed, mostly just working. I've been putting in a lot of hours at the office lately. It has been pretty hectic.
I can imagine. You always worked so hard.
But outside of that, I actually recently started taking a cooking class on the weekends, which has been really fun. What about you? Are you still living in the city?
Yes, I am. Still in the same apartment, actually.
Okay, let us pause the story right there. That was a perfect natural interaction.
That felt so much better than just saying nothing much and staring at the floor. Before we practice building your own sentence, let us look at a couple of the phrases we just used. When I saw you, I said, "It is so great to bump into you."
Yes, to bump into someone. That means you meet them by accident without planning it. You did not expect to see me at the train station, so we bumped into each other.
I did not physically hit you, of course. It just means our paths crossed by chance. And then you said your work has been pretty hectic. What exactly does hectic mean?
Hectic is a fantastic word to use in casual conversation. It means very busy, full of activity, and maybe a little bit stressful. It sounds much more natural and mature than simply saying, I am very, very busy.
My life has definitely been hectic lately. So if you are listening right now and your days are full of rushing around, hectic is the perfect word for you.
By the way, if having these exact real-life phrases in your pocket is helping you feel more prepared and confident, take a quick second to subscribe to the podcast. We build these practical conversation tools every single week to make your English completely stress-free.
Now it is time for the most important part of the episode. We are going to enter the simulator. We are going to build your personal life update right now together.
You are going to practice saying this out loud. Even if you're sitting on the bus or doing the dishes in your kitchen, I want you to speak up. Building the physical muscle memory is the only way to stop freezing up when the real moment happens. Let's start with step 1, the status.
Remember, the pattern is I have been followed by an ing action word. Choose the main theme of your life right now. Are you working? Are you studying? Are you looking for a job? Are you taking care of your children?
I will give you a few seconds. Build your status sentence in your mind and then say it out loud. Ready? Say your status now.
Great job! You might have said, I have been working a lot, or I have been studying English every day. You have officially set the scene. Now let's move to step 2, the detail.
Think of one small, specific thing you've done recently. Did you watch a good movie? Did you try a new restaurant? Did you start reading a new book? You can start this sentence with, I recently started, or I just.
For example, you could say, I actually recently started going to the gym, or I just finished reading a great novel. Let us practice. Think of your small detail and say it out loud now.
Excellent. You now have a conversation hook. You gave them something interesting to grab onto. Now for the easiest part, step 3, the bounce back.
You just need to ask them about their life. You can say, what about you? Or how have things been with you? Say your bounce back question out loud now.
You did it. You just built a complete, fluent life update. It's so much more powerful than saying nothing much. Let us do a quick reflex test to make sure you're really ready.
I'm going to give you my life update. The second I finish speaking, I want you to instantly use your bounce back reflex and ask me about my life out loud. Are you ready? Here we go.
Listen closely to Jack and bounce it back.
It is so good to see you. Honestly, it's been a hectic few months. I've been traveling a lot for work, but I finally get to rest this weekend.
Did you do it? Did you say, what about you? If you did, you are officially a great conversationalist. That reflex shows that you're listening and that you care about the other person.
There's one more phrase you should know for when you bump into an old friend. Eventually, you have to leave. Your train will arrive or you have to get back to the office. A very natural way to end this kind of quick chat is to use the phrase catch up.
Yes, you can say, we should catch up properly sometime. To catch up means to spend a longer amount of time talking to someone to learn all their news. You can't catch up in 2 minutes on a train platform.
Exactly. So you say, it was so great to see you. We should really catch up properly over coffee sometime. It's warm, friendly, and it gives you a polite way to walk away.
And the beauty of that phrase is that you do not actually have to schedule the coffee right then and there. It is just a polite social custom to show that you value the relationship.
You have learned so much today. You know how to use the status, detail, and bounce back formula. You know how to use the phrase I have been to talk about your recent life themes. And you know great vocabulary words like hectic, bump into, and catch up.
Most importantly, you know that you never have to panic and say nothing much ever again. You are fully prepared.
Your challenge today is to take the 3-sentence update you just built and practice saying it out loud in the shower or during your commute tomorrow. Get comfortable hearing your own voice saying these natural phrases. Then tell us your status in the comments. Start your sentence with, I have been mostly, and finish it with your real-life update.
It is always so fun to read what you are all doing around the world. Next, watch our episode on how to politely end a conversation so you know exactly how to say goodbye when your train finally arrives.
You've got this, and your English is growing every single day. See you in the next episode.